Good morning, everybody. Good morning, boys and girls, fathers, mothers, aunties, uncles, sisters, brothers, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? It is, what day is it? It's Wednesday, Wobble Wednesday, April the 14th. How are you today? Hope you've had a good week so far. I'm sure you know already, my name is Karen. I'm here with Get Moving. Get Moving is all about helping people with mobility issues or limited mobility to get some good, solid exercise. Simple as that. So if you have a disability of some kind, if you have a chronic medical condition maybe, if you are in pre or post surgery, if you are not as mobile as you hope or as you wished or as you used to be or as you want to be, then Get Moving is here to help you. Far too often people with mobility issues say, I can't do this, it's too difficult. And that's an understandable thing, understandable feeling. But I am here to tell you, unfortunately, that you're wrong. You can do this. You can do that. You can do the other. There's always something that we can do. Now, okay, it might be harder. It might not be as practical. It might not be as user-friendly. It might not be as easy. But we can adapt. We can do something. We can do things to improve our lot. I personally find it easier when we do it together. Hence this right here, right now. We're doing this together. So yeah, I'm playing with my ball. Yeah, especially if you are seated, you are going to need your ball today. So if you're a wheelchair user, say, or if you cannot or have a difficulty and you aren't going to be standing today, you are going to need your ball. So I'm going to whistle a bit for 30 seconds just to give you a chance to go dash, get your ball ready for the exercise that you're going to be doing today. Because, like I said at the start, today is Wobble Wednesday. And Wobble Wednesday is all about improving our balance. Working on improving our balance, challenging our balance, and forcing our body to improve its balance. Now, because we're working on balance, just for today, just for Wobble Wednesday, I will be concentrating a little bit more on people who are standing. Like I said at the start, though, Get Moving is all about helping people of all abilities to move, including people who are seated. But just for today, just for Wobble Wednesday, just this one day a week, I'm going to concentrate a little bit more on people who are standing. But like I said, if you're seated, you go grab your ball and you've got alternatives. You're still going to work. I promise you. And if you aren't working, I will come round there and ask you why you're not working. I can be an annoying guest. I've just noticed something underneath my car. Sorry. There's a light coming from underneath my car. I think it might be an alien. We'll see afterwards. So go grab your ball. So if you are standing, the balance exercise that we're going to be doing today is an oldie and a goodie. One of your favorites, I have been told. Stamping. Stamping is all about helping us get the confidence to regain our balance. At some point in our lives, we are going to lose our balance. We are going to start toppling. And we've got two choices. We either get nervous, get scared, freeze, and just fall, or we do something about it. This is where we practice doing something about it. So stamping, if you're standing, we're going to practice stamping hard and fast and loud with one leg forwards, boom, stamp like so, recovering. Stamping to the side, boom, recover like so. And stamping behind, boom, recover. It is really important, stamping is, because if we're going to lose our balance, forward say, we can either fall flat on our face or we have to move our legs quickly, dynamically, aggressively, and with purpose, and catch ourselves. If we're falling forward or if we're falling sideways, we've got to catch ourselves with that foot. And that's a stamp. There, or behind us, there. So we're going to practice, we're going to drill stamping hard, because this is a move that can save our lives. I will tell you when to do it on one leg, and of course we will be doing it on the other leg as well. We'll do both sides, even if one side is not as good as the other. We're going to do it on both sides. Okay? That's if you're standing. Of course, by now, if you're seated, by now, hopefully you should have your ball ready. You're going to have two exercises you're going to be doing. We've done them all before. The first one, using our stomach muscles, pop the ball on your knees, forearms on top of the ball like so, and you're going to lean forward and crush the ball on top of our knees and then relax. We're going to try and squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball between our arms and the knees, hold it for a second or so, and recover. And I'll show you one more time. Squeeze, hold, recover. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, and again, I will tell you when to do these. Ball in between your knees like so, dead simple. Again, crushing, but crushing between these. Squeeze the legs together, hold it for a sec, and then relax. And we'll repeat. Squeeze together, hold it, and relax. I'll show you one more time. Squeeze, hold, relax. So we've got the 2 exercises you're going to be doing. I will tell you when to do them, okay? Just follow my lead. That's what you're going to be doing if you are seated. Like I said, if you're standing, you're going to be stamping, okay? I'm warming up already. So let's get things going, shall we? Now, this exercise is for everybody, whether you're seated or standing, makes no difference. You're going to do this regardless. Everybody's going to do this now. I have my timer set for 25 seconds. Marching on the spot. If you're seated, you're going to march your legs up and down like so. Just get your legs moving. Waking up the hips a little bit, get the blood flowing, just get the body moving. Marching on the spot, okay? If we're standing, we're going to march on the spot like so. 25 seconds worth. I hope you're ready. I know I am. I'm assuming you are. We're going to get it stuck in straight away. In 3, in 2, in 1, and away we go. Marching on the spot. Now, I say this all the time. Small moves are easier moves. Start off there if you want. That's fine by me. But we are here to challenge ourselves. So as soon as you are ready, start making it bigger moves. The bigger the move, the harder it is, but the better it is. So get your legs moving, nice and high, up and down, marching away. Whether you're seated or standing, time. That's our 25 seconds done. Very good. So now, if we're standing, we're going to do the balance exercise, okay? We're going to use, what have I got written down? My right leg. The right leg is going to stamp forwards, to the side, and behind, okay? Right leg stamping. If, however, you are seated, the ball's going to be on top of your knees, and you are going to crush the ball, squeeze it down, hold it for a second, and then relax. And repeat, okay? So if you're seated, you're going to crush the ball. If we're standing, we're going to stamp with the right leg. I hope you're ready. In 3, in 2, in 1. Off we go. Right leg stamps, and we recover. Goes to the side. Stamp, recover, and then behind us, stamp, and recover. And repeat. Forwards, sideways, behind. Repeat. Forwards, sideways, and behind. And that is it. And it is as simple as that, okay? We're going to be mixing those exercises up amongst all the other exercises we're going to be doing today. So I hope you've got that, because I'll gradually start upping the pace a little bit, okay? I'll assume you're getting better as time goes by. Next exercise, everyone, shoulder rolls. Rolling your shoulders back like so. If you can, roll them back like so. This is suitable for everybody, whether you're seated or standing. We're all doing it. In 3, in 2, in 1. Away we go. Rolling the shoulders, or if we can, make it a bigger move, and we roll our arms. Now, even if you can't do a massively amazing, huge move like what I am doing, because, you know, I'm good like that. If you can't do it as amazing as I can, do the best that you can. It does not matter. It might be a big move. It might be a smaller move. It might be the shoulder roll. I don't care. As long as you're doing the best that you can do, that is all that matters. And that's our time. So next one. If we are seated, ball in between the knees, you're going to squeeze, hold, relax, and repeat. If we're standing, we're going to be using our left leg to stamp. So stamping forward, sideways, backwards with my left leg. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stamp, recover, stamp, recover, behind, stamp, and recover. Now, some of you will have one side which is better or worse than the other. That's okay. We still do the best we can on whichever side we are doing it on. Okay, so it won't be as good on one side as the other, but we're still doing the best we can. If you do that, it'll improve. And well done, everybody. Everybody's doing this next move again. Well, we've got knee bends next. Seated, standing, everyone's the same. Knee bends. If we're seated, we're going to kick the feet out like so, bending and straightening the knee, getting a nice big movement out of that knee joint. If we're standing, we're going to be kicking the heels back towards our bums. We're going to be standing on one leg for that split second. So don't forget, if we're standing, we need to shift our weight before we bend the knee. Shift our weight before we bend the knee. 25 seconds worth. In 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So kicking it back and kicking it back. Now again, look at my body weight. It is moving. I am not trying to stay still and then just move my leg, because that's going to make me fall. I have to shift, then kick. Shift, then kick. And you get the idea. Repeat, okay? That's shifting the body weight, vital. Without it, it ain't going to happen. With it, we can do anything. Time, time, time. What's next? What's next? So, if we're seated, crushing the ball, we are going to lean forwards, squeeze, and relax. Get a better position. Squeeze by leaning forwards and then relax, using as much of our stomach muscles as we can. If we're standing, the right leg moves, right leg stamps. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stamp. Now the bigger the move, the bigger the stamp, the harder and the better. A big stamp is what we're after. A small one is easier. So a small one is easier, but a big one is harder but better. You do the most challenging, the most difficult one that you can manage. But I want to hear it. I want to hear that stamp. Time, time, time. Okay, what's next? Twisting, twisty Sarahs. It's time to get twisted like what Sarah is. Again, seated, standing, same thing. Fold your arms. Twist your body one way, twist your body the other way. Make it a big move. In 3, 2, 1. Away we go. A big twist that way. I'm thinking one shoulder comes forwards. Other shoulder comes forwards. Other shoulder comes forwards. See what's happening here? If I'm thinking that, then my body is making a big move. And a big move is a good move. As long as we're moving big, we're looking after ourselves. Time, time, time. If we're seated, ball time, guess what it is? Is it? It is. It is. Between the knees, and then you're going to squeeze, hold, relax. Repeat, okay? If we're standing, it's going to be the left leg stamping. Left leg stamping. In 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Again, a big stamp is harder. A big stamp is tougher, harder, but better. But if we need to do a small one to start off with, we'll do a small one. But if we can, a big one. Like I say though, a big one is tougher, but that makes us a bit better. It challenges us, so we improve a bit more. Time, time, time. Okay. What's next? Double taps. If you are seated, sit tall. Don't slouch. I say it all the time. I mean it. If we're seated, don't collapse back and sit against the backrest like so. Nah, not that. Sit up, sit tall, stay tall. Don't lean back as one knee comes up twice. 1, 2, and then down. 1, 2, and then down. Notice I am not collapsing backwards. I am super tall as I do this, okay? If we are standing, proper balance time now, okay? You have to balance on one leg as the other knee comes up twice. 1, 2, notice how I'm balancing. And same on the other side. Notice how I'm shifting my body weight. You get the idea by now. In 3, 2, 1, off we go, a double tap. An easy move is a small one down here. But we're going to challenge ourselves if we can. And if we can, we're going to make it a bigger move up here. Now, again, I don't know you. You know you. I don't know you. You do the best, most challenging, most safe thing that you can, okay? Work hard, challenge yourself, make sure you're safe, but force the body to improve. Time. Fantastic. On that, abs again. If we're seated, hopefully, you're going to feel your belly working again. So if you're seated, ball on top of the knees, forearms top of the ball, lean forwards, crush, hold, release, repeat, okay? If we're standing, the right leg is stamping. So my right leg is going to stamp. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stamp. Again, I want to hear this. This is not going to be a quiet move. It wants to be a loud move. Stamp hard. Stamp hard. And guess what? You stamp hard again. And if you can, stamp even harder still. There is no limit to how hard you should be stamping. Go even more. Time. Okay. Side bends. Bendy Annas. Anna, the bendiest of Annas. Well-known fact. If you are seated, definitely one arm is going to reach down the side one way, and then the other arm reaches down the side the other way. Of course, if you can, as one arm goes down, the other arm comes up over the top. We're going to bend sideways. Okay? And it's the same thing if you're standing. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Definitely one arm down. If you can, other arm up over the top. Stretching, bending the spine, moving in a nice big movement. The bigger the better. We're helping prevent the back from just seizing up and getting stiff. Time. By giving it something to do, by moving it. Hips. Okay, if you're seated, squeeze time, okay? If we're standing, the left leg. My left leg stamps. You know what's coming now, so let's get straight into it. In 3, 2, 1, go. Stamp. That was a rubbish stamp. I'm going to do that again. That was better. Sideways. Stamp. Behind. Stamp. If we're falling forwards, we catch ourselves. If we're falling sideways, we catch ourselves. And guess what? If we're falling backwards, we catch ourselves. Time. Like I said, these stamp moves, these stamp drills, they can save our lives. So we're going to get bloody good at them. I don't care how good we are at them, we're going to get better at them. Because I'm feeling ambitious today. I'm feeling ambitious for you, whether you like it or not. I'm going to make you better. Because what else am I going to do, eh? I've lost everything. What am I going? Oh, sit, stands, and squats. I completely lost where I was then. If you are standing, we're going to use your legs as much as we can. If you can stand, even if it's only once, we're going to get that experience at standing. Okay. So if you're seated, make sure those feet are tucked underneath you. Make sure your body weight is forward. Make sure your feet are getting heavy into the ground. And we're going to stand. We're going to stretch super tall. We're not going to stop there. We're going to go for height. If you can, you're going to sit back down under control and repeat and do the same. You're going to do as many or as few times as you can in the 25 seconds. It might be once, it might be a dozen times. I don't mind. You're going to do it though. If we're standing, squatting and standing. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So good balance, falls prevention, minimizing the chances of us falling. We need to have fast feet, we need to have strong legs, and we need to know where our central gravity is. If we can improve those 3 things, we can minimize the chances of us falling and hurting ourselves. So we want strength, we want speed, and we want a center of gravity that we know what's going on with, okay? Time. So, if we're seated, using our belly again, if you're seated, arms on top, crush the ball. If we're standing, we're going to stamp with, which one? Right leg. The right leg is going to move. So, speed, strength, central gravity. All these play a part in the stamp. My right leg is going to stamp. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. You need to have the strength to stamp down with force. We need the speed, otherwise there's no stamp. It needs to be done quick. And we need that central gravity because we need to move our body weight. We can't stamp without moving. My body has to move to stamp. If I stay still, I can't stamp. I need to move. And that's another, oh God, there's so many reasons, time. There's so many reasons why the stamp is so bloody amazing at helping us prevent falls. Just basically stamp everywhere. Be like the Jolly Green Giant or something. Did he do peas or something? I'm not sure. I'm sure he sold me peas. Be the Jolly Green Giant and just stamp everywhere. It will be good for you, I swear to God. Tight ropes and ankles. If you're seated, ankle movements. Get your ankle moving as much as you can. Get your heel to touch the floor. And then point that ankle and get the toes to touch the floor. And then the heel, toes, heel, toes. Move in nice big moves. Of course, do the same on both sides, even if you have one side which is better or worse than the other. Both sides are important. If you're standing, I know you've been looking forward to this. The amount of emails I get saying, gosh, Karen, we're looking forward to the tightrope walking. Well, here you go. Tightrope walking. Imagine you have a tightrope or a line painted on the floor there, okay? Feet wide is easier. Feet narrow is harder. With me now, away we go. Walking heel toe on that imaginary line. Now, it is called Wobble Wednesday for a reason. You know it is. What day is it? I hear you say, I hear you shouting, calling back, saying, it's Wobble Wednesday, Karen. Of course it's Wobble Wednesday. Don't you even know what day it is, Karen? I've got it written down on the board there, Karen. Why don't you just read the board? I hear what you're saying. It is Wobble Wednesday. So wobbling is fine. Okay, backwards. Same thing again, because I like to challenge you. Going backwards. Toes, heels, toes, heels. And of course, because it is called Wobble Wednesday, you are allowed to wobble and sway. It is positively encouraged for you to wobble. Do not think that this day is all about being able to stay still. We're not statues. We're not made of marble. I mean, bodies made of granite or steel, maybe, but not marble. We're not statues. I've run out of room. Let's go forwards again. Away we go. So we're not going to stay still. We're going to move. What is it? Like bamboo. That's what Bruce Lee said, I think, wasn't it? Something like that. We're going to move. We're going to wobble. We're going to sway. We're going to stay upright. We are not going to stand like a statue and just topple. And backwards. Same time. Gosh, can't talk. One more time. Going backwards. Toes, heels on that imaginary line. Wobbling, swaying, using my arms to help. That's all good. The more movement, the better. Staying still, nah, that's no good. We're going to move. And boom, run out of room. There we go. I hope you have done your bit as well. So what we got there, so hips, if you are seated, crush time. Squeeze, hold, relax. Crush the ball between your thighs. If we're standing, we're going to use our left leg to stamp. Left leg stamps in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Stamp. Now again, watch my body move as I stamp. I am not staying still. My body is moving. That is the key thing to balancing. Do not be afraid to move, to wobble, to sway, to move your arms, move your legs, move your chest, move everything to keep ourselves tall and upright. Time. Okay. So I said speed is an important part of balancing. Speed, strength, and awareness of that central gravity. Okay, speed time. If you're seated, fast feet, running on the spot. Get your little legs flapping around beneath you like, what flaps beneath things? Like cilia on a flagellum. I may be mixing up my appendages there, because I think they are similar things. But I'm the biologist, you're not, so I'm going to pretend I'm right, okay? You're going to flap your cilia like they're flagellas, like they're flagellas. If you know what I'm talking about, and if you can tell me how I got that slightly wrong, in the comments, just tell me below. But I'm trying to remember from my biology degree. It is a long time ago. If we're standing, though, getting our feet moving, running on the spot. Small movements, fast movements. 10 seconds only. Are you ready? I'm assuming you are. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Running on the spot. Now, don't compare yourself to me. If you can go faster than me, fantastic. If you're slower than me, fantastic. I don't mind. As long as your feet are moving as fast as your feet will go, then that's all that really matters. So get stuck in and flap them around like cilia and flagella. I'll confirm exactly what they are tomorrow. I've got a fuzzy feeling in my head that they might be similar, but same things. Anyway, round 2. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Fast feet. Moving as quick as you personally can go. Speedy feet are key. What's next? Abs. I've got me thinking now. It's all to do with microscopes and stuff. Cilia and flagella. They're microscopic organisms on small things. I was never... microscopes were never my strong point in university, so I can barely remember them. But let me know in the comments below what you know about cilia and flagella. I'll look it up and tell you tomorrow, okay? Anyway, if you're seated, abs, crush, hold, relax, repeat. If we're standing, the right leg is stamping, the right leg. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Stamp, recover. Stamp, recover. Guess what? Stamp and recover. You didn't see that one coming, did you? We'll do that a bit more. Stamp and recover. And behind again. Stamp and recover. We'll do it one more time. Why not? Stamping. Stamping. And guess what? Stamping. Now, before we move on, I'm going to change my timer back up to 25 seconds because I forgot to do it that time. I had my head full of flagellum. Yeah. See, I can do big words. 3 years in university, okay? And I can say some multisyllabic words on a good day. I can say flagellum, usually. I'll tell you tomorrow exactly what it is, but I can say the word. I'm feeling confident. Anyway, we better finish, haven't we? Shadow boxing. If you are seated, fists up. Shadow boxing is all about cardio, just straight getting out of breath. Nothing complicated, simple as that. Fists up, shadow boxing up, head height, or body height, or hooks around the side, or uppercuts underneath the chin. I don't mind which mixture you do, but do them and get out of breath, okay? If we are standing, exactly the same thing, but we're thinking about footwork. It's Wobble Wednesday after all. Footwork, okay? Shadow boxing, but moving your feet as much as you can. Forwards, backwards, side to side, okay? 3 rounds, 25 seconds each. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Shadow boxing, but again, if we're standing especially, moving our feet backwards, forwards, moving them nice and light on the toes, moving the body, twisting, punching. Again, you can punch head height, punch body height, hooking around, uppercuts, anything you want. Ooh, time. I needed a late punch there. Mustn't do that. That's against the rules. That's round 1. Round 2, exactly the same, except if you're standing, move your feet more, all right? More fancier footwork if you're standing, okay? Round 2. I'm going to do this seated just to show you, but seated in 3, 2, 1. Everybody off you go. If we're seated, even though we aren't moving our legs, we can still get big movements out of these arms. We can punch high. We can punch low. We can punch really low if we're a bully. We can punch around the corners, around the heads, underneath. But we're getting the body moving, getting the out of breath going, and time. And 2 down, 1 round left. So don't pace yourself or anything now. Go for it, all right? Whether we're seated or whether we're standing, the final round, punching in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Again, fancy footwork if you can, because guess what? It's Wobble Wednesday. What day is it? I want to call back. I'm going to make it my catchphrase for some strange reason. I can't wait until I'm walking down the streets and someone just shouts out to me, "Hey, it's Wobble Wednesday, hey." You know, like they do with rock stars and stuff. There we go. Time. I'm basically a rock star in a red fleece. Why not treat me like so? That's what I'm asking. Yeah. Rock stars, they have supermodel girlfriends and Ferraris and stuff. Why don't I get that as well? Well, I'm going to, I think. And the last bit. If you're seated, last time with your ball, between your knees, crushing, holding, relaxing. And if we're standing, the last time, it's going to be the left leg stamping. Final go in 3, in 2, in 1, off we go. Loud stamp, big movement, recover, big movement. By the way, you don't have to go at the same pace as me. You can go faster or slower than me, that's fine. I mean, it's a bit late telling you now. I know this is the last time we're doing it, but you know, I should have told you at the start. But yeah, I'm not a professional or anything, am I? So you don't expect much of me. But you can do it at your pace, is what I'm saying. I'm going to finish off. Final stamp. And that is it. Now, relax. Take it easy. Have a breather. Double check the body is okay. Make sure you haven't dropped a limb anywhere. Make sure you haven't broken the floor. Make sure you're okay. You're still standing. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you've got at least a vague smile on your face. Or at least not a grimace. Not that. That's what you want, okay? Oh God, don't screenshot now, please. Anyway, that is Wobble Wednesday. Like I say, balancing, falls prevention, call it what you will. I don't care what you call it. It's all the same thing, really. It's not hurting ourselves by falling over, okay? It's all about having the strength to hold ourselves upright. It's about having the speed to hold ourselves upright. And it's about the awareness of where our center of gravity is. So we're always balanced. If we can tick those 3 boxes, then we are going to be good. So be as strong as you can, be as fast as you can, and know where your center of gravity is. The fancy name is proprioception, okay? So there we go. I'm talking about flagellum, I'm talking about cilia, I'm talking about proprioception. 3 years in university, I know big words, all right? I know the biggest Welsh word as well. Now, if you want to hear me say the big Welsh town name, you know where the comment box is. You know what you got to do. If you want me to say the Llanfair town name, just ask me. Just ask me. You know, it's just, there's a comment box. Ask me. While you're commenting down there, asking me very nicely to say the big long Welsh name, there's also the share buttons somewhere down in the comment box. I don't know exactly where. It's Facebook. I haven't a clue. But you know how to share. Just share away. I'll probably have to wait till the end of this video to share. Up in the description up there is the link to the website, greasefitness.co.uk/getmoving. It's got basically everything you could possibly want. My Tinder profile, everything, you know, whatever. Anything to make me that rock star. So click away ask me nicely, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.